When a child first lies, it usually happens when they're pretty little and they just don't know. So they think that they can just pass that off because they still have some confusion around reality and fantasy. So we give them a little bit of a pass right at the beginning. And then we start to hold them accountable. And as they get older, especially into those preteen years, when we know that we've got to trust what comes out of their mouth in order to let them be teenagers. So you want to be a teenager, you're going to have to be honest with me. When that happens and we find that they've said something that's not truthful, we get scared because we think, how am I going to trust you? So our number one strategy that we usually pull out is, I can deal with anything you've done, but if you lie about it, you're going to be in twice the trouble, right? So we try to up the ante for that, which doesn't necessarily reduce lying. All it really does is help them know that they better be really good at it. So, if I get caught at the lie, that's going to be worse. So I'm going to make sure that I cover my bases completely. Why do we lie? That's really the question. Not they lied and that's a disruption in the trust that we have in our relationship, but why would you lie? And for each of us, we all know we've had those moments when a lie has popped out of our mouth, perhaps without our even consciously realizing we just did it. And there are several reasons why, so I'm going to just pick one. One of the reasons we lie is because we're completely embarrassed about what actually happened. I can't face the dismantling of myself in front of you because you will see me as less than who I want to be, and that's too much of a hardship on me. So I want to preserve what you believe about me by telling you what you want to hear. And so I'm going to hold back what actually happened. And so when we say it didn't happen that way, it really happened this way, what we're really saying is, I wish it had happened this way. So as a parent, what we can do when we catch them in that lie is to say, it seems like if you had it to do over again, you would go back and choose differently. And it's wise of you to know that. It's also important that you let me know that, because you can trust that I'm going to help you through that rather than judge you through it. But then we've got to mean it. We've got to help them through. That must have felt so horrible that you didn't even want me to know it. So how might you do it differently the next time? We've got to bring that instead of, what were you thinking? So decide, do you want your kids to tell you the truth? Then be gentle with their little personalities right then, because they're already challenged.